So let's just settle into our meditation posture and check your feet. If you are sitting on a chair with your feet down on the ground, make sure they're in a parallel position and not sort of hanging off the edge of the chair. So your legs are sort of they're parallel to the floor. So you've got like a right angle between your leg and your knee. And if you don't have that, then maybe put a little cushion under the feet. And then if you are sitting on a cushion or on the floor, on a cushion or on a chair or on a couch, make sure you're in a nice, relaxed, cross-legged position. And if you are able to put your legs into the full Vajra posture with each foot over the opposite thigh, then that's great to do that as a start, but don't do it if you are going to hurt yourself. So let's just relax as we think about preparing for our day, whatever it may bring. Okay, so let's just keep going with the body and make make sure the sacrum or the pelvic bowl is upright, so it's not slumped backwards or forwards. So you can have a little cushion under the coccyx, and that really helps the spine. And so now just imagine you have a string of pearls made of light, stretching from the coccyx all the way up through to the crown of the head, and just lengthening the spine. So as we do this, just imagine all the muscles and the tendons, the ligaments, just everything, just lengthening, letting go, releasing. And then there's some space happening in between the vertebrae, with some air in the joints. And your head slightly tipped forward, the eyes down, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Let's just go to the crown of the head and just relax the scalp. And then move forward, relax the forehead and the eyes, back of the eyes, the cheeks. Relax the temples and the ears, the nose, the mouth. And then let's move to the back of the head and relax the back of the scalp there. And just be amazed at how much tension we're actually holding in our face as it just keeps on relaxing again and again. And relax the back of the neck, the shoulders. Relax the throat, the chest, and the belly, the arms, hands, the fingers, the legs, the feet and the toes. And just bring the mind to the breath. And you'll notice as you're breathing in, just the air, the sensation of the cool air flowing in through the outside of the nostrils as you breathe in, and slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. And just think we're going to do this meditation this morning, including the blessing the speech, so we can continue to be of benefit to others, so we can continue to remind ourselves what it is we're doing here, keep a check on ourselves, be of benefit to others. So before we start, let's just we'll just do a little bit of meditation. Just bring the mind to the breath. Just breathing in, breathing out. And just notice, you'll notice the thoughts arising and falling. coming and going. So try not to follow a story. You've got something poignant arising. Try not to deal with it right now. Just allow it to be there. Maybe just put it aside. You can deal with it later. And if you can hear any sounds outside, allow those sounds to be there. They're part of your mandala, your soundscape. Try not to go and investigate them. Any odors, smells. Someone might be making coffee or breakfast or toast or something in your house. Excuse me. Just allow any of your any sensations, any sensation coming from your external environment. Allow it to be there. We're receiving so much input. And let's bring the mind to the breath, just breathing in and breathing out. Let's bring the mind back to the breath. Okay, so just relax. Matt, if you wouldn't mind pulling up the text. So this morning we're going to do this little practice called Blessing the Speech. And it's really great to do this one. I don't know if you have the prayer book, but it's a wonderful practice to do before you sort of start talking to people in the morning. It's this great one to bless the speech. So I'll just go through it again. We did it last week, and so I think I'd like to do it on Tuesdays, just for the thing, so we get used to doing it. So we just start by taking refuge. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. So I'll just go through Rinpoche's instructions. So purify the truly existent I in emptiness. Then your wisdom, realizing emptiness, which is non-dual with great bliss, manifests as the deity. So if you have taken initiations and you have permission to arise as in the form of a particular deity such as Tara or something like that, you can do this. But if you don't have permission, then just ignore that first sentence which says, I clarify myself as the deity. It's page 19. Oh, there you go. Yeah, perfect. So we just start on my tongue. So just imagine on your tongue, you have a syllable R, A-H, or if you can visualize the Tibetan, go ahead. So it's standing kind of upright on your tongue, and it transforms into a moon. On top of that appears a white syllable Om, and is encircled by the white Sanskrit vowels standing clockwise, the red Sanskrit consonants standing counterclockwise, and the blue heart mantra of dependent relation standing clockwise. So if you don't know what those are, you can just imagine the colors. So imagine light beams radiate from the syllable Om, and the mantra garlands looking back the blessings and power of the speech of those beyond and not beyond the world in the form of the three mantras, the seven sublime precious objects of a king's reign, the eight auspicious signs and the eight auspicious substances. Well, this is all very Tibetan and traditional. And so it says here, those who are born beyond the world are the Buddhas, the Arya Bodhisattvas, abiding in the three pure bhumis, and the Arahats. Those who are not beyond the world are the yogis who are accomplishing the path, and the sages who have actualized the words of truth. So due to the power of abiding in silence and living in the morality of abstaining from negative karmas of speech, the words of the sages have much power. So whatever they pray for is successful. So I find this very, very potent. So abstaining from negative karmas of speech. So what they're doing is they're not engaging in those four non-virtues of speech, of gossiping, just idle chatter, and lying and harsh speech. So they're refraining from these speeches. And by refraining, they're making themselves quite powerful. So the words of these sages have, all their blessings and power of speech are hooked back in the form of the three mantras, the seven precious objects of a king's reign, and the eight auspicious signs, and the eight auspicious substances filling the whole sky. So imagine they're filling the whole sky, and they absorb into the mantras on the moon disc on your tongue, like rain falling on the ocean. So this is just quite amazing. So imagine, concentrate on the visualization and recite the mantras beginning from the inner circle. So these are the vowels, the Sanskrit vowels. And we just go Om, A, I, I, U, Shri, Ri, Le, Li, U, Ang, A, Svaha. Om, A, I, U, Shri, Ri, Le, Li, E, U, Ang, A, Svaha. Om, A, I, U, Shri, Ri, Le, Li, E, U, Ang, A, Svaha. So the next one is the consonants. So as you recite the consonants, red nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body, and all the negative karmas collected with your speech from beginning this rebirth are completely purified. So this one's a little bit more, I'll go slowly, it's a little bit more difficult. Om, ka, nya, sat, gya, na, ta, na, ta, na, pa, ma, yara, lawa, sha, ka, sa, ha, kya, svaha. Om, ka, nya, sa, gya, na, ta, na, ta, na, pa, ma, yara, lawa, sha, ka, sa, ha, kya, svaha. Om, ka, nya, sa, gyap na. Ta ta da da na. Ta ta da da na. Pa pa ba ba ma. Yara la wa. Sha ka sa ha kya svaha. So now we go to the heart mantra dependent relation. So as you recite this mantra, blue nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body, and all the negative karmas collected with your mind from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. So we go, Omeye Dhamma, Hetu Prabhava, Hetu Tekan, Tatagato, Hayavada, Tekan, Sayo, Nirada, Ebam, Vadi, Maha Shramanaye Svaha. Omeye Dhamma, Hetu Prabhava, Hetun, Tekan, Tatagato, Hayavada, Tekan, Sayo, Nirada, Ebam, Vadi, Maha Shramanaye Svaha. Omeye Dhamma, Hetu Prabhava, Hetun, Tekan, Tatagato, Hayavada, Tekan, Sayo, Nirada, Ebambadi, Maha, Shramanaye, Svaha. Okay. So now, visualize the heart mantra of dependent relation absorbs into the consonants into the vowels into the syllable Om, and the Om into the moon cushion, and that transforms into the syllable Ah. Now imagine the Ah melting into pink nectar, and this pink nectar absorbs into my tongue, which becomes the nature of a Vajra. So your tongue becomes very heavy and very strong, as if difficult to move, and indestructible as a Vajra. Generate very strong faith that all the blessings and the power of the speech of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Arahats, Yogis, and sages have entered your speech and made it perfect. So you think, my speech has become perfect. So the benefits of blessing the speech are, 1, the power of your speech becomes perfect. Whatever you recite is multiplied 10 million times. The power of your speech is not taken away by eating wrong foods, and gossiping becomes a recitation of mantra. So we're safe for today. So this is an excellent practice to do every morning. And it kind of protects your speech as well. So anyway, let's just a quick let's just do one more little meditation practice. So just settle back into the meditation posture. Just do very, very quickly. So just visualize on the crown of your head a sphere of white light, somewhat smaller than the size of your head. And it's pure and transparent and non-material. It's about 2 inches above the crown of your head. So just try and get a sense of the presence of this ball of light. This ball of light represents all the universal goodness, love, and wisdom, and it is the fulfillment of your own highest potential. To really try and get a sense of its presence there. So now imagine that it decreases in size till it's about 1 inch in diameter. And it descends through the crown of your head into your heart chakra. From here, imagine that it starts to expand, slowly spreading to fill your entire body. As it does, just imagine all the solid parts of your body dissolve and become light. All your organs, bones, blood vessels, tissues, and skin all become pure, transparent light. Even the tiniest cells, your hair, your eyelashes, all become light. Imagine all the problems, negativities, and hindrances, obstacles, the things that are bothering you, all completely vanished. Imagine you've reached the state of wholeness, perfection. This is who you really are. So if anything arises in your mind, an object, a thought, a distraction, you just melt it into light. So we'll go back and do the dedication prayer from the blessing speech. May my tongue's sense base have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss. By the magnificence and power of my words, may all sentient beasts be subdued, and may all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished. So then just dedicate all the positive merit, all the positive energy that we've created today. You can dedicate it to anybody you know who's sick, who's struggling in any way, financially or emotionally, any of your relatives, anyone who's passed away, any animals you know who might be sick, and street people wandering around without a place to go. And then, of course, for yourself, or for your own future enlightenment, so you can be a benefit to others. Okay, and I'm sorry for the people who couldn't get in earlier, but it's been sorted out now, eh? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming. Nice to see everybody. Look, everyone's here now.
Thank you, Katy.